It's your old friend Oxo coming back again for another Red versus Blue reaction. We are back, episode 12 of season 12, the reunion. So we're back to seeing our girl, Carolina. She's back. She's lovely as ever. She's doing her thing. She's rescuing the guys. Several things that a lot of you pointed out that I didn't catch. One, I didn't catch the thing calling him sis. Calling her sis. Now it makes sense, being that church, Epsilon Church is just a memory fragment or basically the personality of the original Linear Church, and that was her father. So it's kind of cool that they're, that the way that he put it was so beautiful. That it's just basically they're both products of their father. So it's kind of cool. I like it. I liked that whole just scene with her just with church just doing all this calculations and just what we would consider nanoseconds, maybe even shorter than that. I mean, it was just like an eternity that he had time to think of all these things and utilizing the memories of the other pieces to do that. And I talked about this a little bit yesterday, but I mean, it was so cool to see that. We're going to go ahead and do this reaction today, and then tomorrow we're going to be back on to Avatar. So as soon as I have it recorded, I'm going to post my video, give you my thoughts on it, and then and then I'll put it on Mega. Mega seems like the best place. It just won't have my intro or my outro on Mega. Only the video that is on YouTube, so give the likes and thumbs up and all that stuff onto that video when I post my the video's out, there's links, and go check it out. So let's get started. Let's give some love to all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me. You truly are an amazing individual. And to each and every one of you that watches my content, thank you so much for tuning in once again. Let's go. I bet you Tucker's pissed, though. Still.
How bad is it? Well, fortunately, he missed your femoral artery. That's good. No, sweetie. You had a knife inside of you. That's the opposite of good.
Call me sweetie again? And there'll be a knife inside of you.
Ooh, you're hostile. I'd love to psychoanalyze you.
The leg, please.
Oh, yes. Be sure not to put any unnatural strain on those muscles. If you reopen the wound, it won't be pretty.
Great. Hey, way to go, Carolina. Taken out by an oversized steak knife.
Nice.
Well, maybe if someone had remembered to account for hidden blades.
Hey, I'm an AI. I'm not a babysitter.
So, there's a tiny ghost man here. Anybody care to introduce me?
That's Church. Yeah, he had to leave for a while, but I knew he would come back. Bullshit. You were totally depressed. What? No! No, Tucker! You're not remembering that right. No, I would not do something like that. I would not spiral downward into an emotional state of evidence to try and fill with the remains of a mechanical pet just because I missed church. Stupid Tucker.
Oh, forget you. I want to analyze him.
Dr. Gray,
Nice.
this is Agent Carolina. She and I were operatives for Project Freelancer. As for Church, he's an artificial intelligence fragment from the same organization, codenamed Epsilon. And to make a long story short, he kind of used to be the leader of Blue Team before I showed up.
And tried to murder us.
That was a misunderstanding.
I know, I'm just saying. Just don't gloss over the good parts. At least he didn't abandon us.
Psychoanalyses for everyone.
Nice.
Oh boy, can I go first? I have got a lot of things crammed inside me.
Now hold up just a second. I want to know what in the name of Benedict Arnold Palmer is going on around here. We've been tricked, we've been backstabbed, and we've been quite possibly bamboozled.
Yeah, and whenever that shit starts
Yeah.
happening, it typically means you freelancers had something to do with it.
Project Freelancer is gone. We all saw to that.
Call of all Space Marines, stop corruption. That was the news article Locust brought General Dora when he suggested we find you. I always
Nice.
thought the title was meant to describe your appearances, but now I think I get what the writer was going for.
What I'm saying is that Project Freelancer isn't behind any of this. This is something else.
The plot thickens. Look, man, after we crashed, Carolina picked up a transmission. A couple of assholes were talking about selling cloaking equipment to another couple of assholes.
Okay.
There's no way we're gonna let that slide. So, she decided to leave. I decided to go with her. We figured you guys would be fine, okay? Oh, yeah, totally. We were totally fine. Just doing our thing, hanging out, drinking margaritas, getting captured by evil mercenaries. Great time.
Oh, man, Tucker, I am so sorry. I mean it. My sincerest apologies. I had no idea that you had turned into such a whiny bitch while I was gone. And you still haven't grasped the concept of a hologram. Man, you're just having a really tough time today, aren't you, buddy?
Man,
Wow.
we had issues. This is better than any daytime television drama. And that's some quality programming.
Maybe Church will turn out to be someone's long-lost brother.
Maybe.
I think we've had enough plot twists for one lifetime.
And his real name is Horatio.
I'd watch it.
All right, enough. Tucker, there's no way they could have known all this would happen. Right now, we need to focus on the bigger issues at hand, even if Epsilon is being a prick.
Oh, don't you start to.
We started investigating, and it didn't take long for us to realize that something was very wrong with this planet.
Yeah.
Abandoned cities, soldiers everywhere. We kept to the shadows and gathered as much intel as we could. And what we found was worse than I had anticipated.
How so?
Oh.
This third faction on Chorus, these space pirates, have managed to acquire freelancer equipment and are manufacturing more advanced versions of it on a mass scale. Versions that don't require the assistance of an AI.
But how is that possible? I thought the UNSC confiscated everything Project Freelancer ever created.
They did, but then they put those creations on a ship, and that ship crashed here.
Wait, what? Guys,
Wow.
don't you think it's a little weird that our transport vessel also happened to be carrying tons of weapons and vehicles, and that it just so happened to magically crash on a planet in need of those kinds of things?
What exactly are you suggesting?
Someone wanted our ship to crash.
Oh.
So, what you're saying is, there's no way any of us could be responsible for the crash.
Well, yes. Why do you ask?
Sir, this area is reserved for authorized personnel only. What were you doing in there?
Oh, sorry, I just noticed you guys were using a really outdated web browser. I went ahead and updated it for you. Now it's the one NASA uses. No need to thank me.
Those are the ship's navigation systems. You can't just update that stuff.
Tell me about it. Once I started with the browser, I couldn't stop myself from changing the graphics card too.
What?
And the motherboard, and the fan, and oh, hey, by the way, I'm glad you're here. How do you feel about acrylic window panels? The answer is, you love them.
No reason.
You guys are missing the point. Someone managed to ensure that freelancer equipment made it right here, to this tiny rock in the middle of space.
Okay.
These guys aren't just some asshole raiders and mercenaries. They're organized, and they've managed to work their way into our own forces.
In short, we have no idea who we can trust until we find the people behind all of this.
Okay, hold up. Aren't we all forgetting something here?
Yesterday was Mother's Day.
There are two armies that are ready to
okay.
blow each other's brains out thanks to Locust and Felix. We've got to tell them they're being used.
That's not going to be easy.
What do you mean? You've got those teleporter cubes. That's how we got here, right? Let's just zap ourselves over to the New Republic.
Tucker, we've only got a few of those things left. They're kind of tricky to use. They put an enormous strain on the physical body, which, by the way, all of you have. That's not even the main problem, though.
Those two mercenaries are thorough. They've got some sort of radio jammer set up that only allow broadcasting on certain frequencies, and they monitor all other open channels. We tried to contact you when we overheard your radio transmission to Donut from the crash site. Not only did we fail, but Locust managed to trace the call back to this hideout. We were lucky he missed us, and I doubt we'll have luck on our side again.
Yeah, and if they've gone through all this trouble just to keep their radios quiet, I can guarantee you they're not going to let you guys within a mile of Doyle or Kimball. If they're not already by their side, then their cloaked space buddies definitely are.
We need more intel.
Yeah.
We need the upper hand on these guys before we can even think about taking them on again. And to make matters worse, we don't have much time.
What makes you say that?
We've managed to eavesdrop on a few conversations between the mercenaries and someone calling themselves Control.
Oh, okay.
They've got plans and protocols for just about everything. And I'm willing to bet they've got one for this.
Meaning? Look at it this way. 11 people on this planet know what's really going on. And until those 11 people are tracked down and killed, I'm talking about you guys, by the way, there's really only one thing these space pirates can do. And that's to finish what they started.
Oh, so they're going to be looking for him hardcore.
Nah.
Wow.
Oh, wonderful. Duped by a freelancer posing as one of our own men. Can you taste the irony in that?
If you had kept your ego under control, they'd be dead by now.
Okay, no, we don't have the facts to prove that, alright? So let's not, start throwing blame around or anything, okay? Please. Thank you. You're welcome.
Stop talking.
Gentlemen, though I'm inclined to further chastise you for your most recent failure, I suggest we focus on the opportunity at hand.
Okay.
And exactly which opportunity is that?
The Reds and Blues are missing.
It won't be long before my scout team finds them.
Perhaps. But all that truly matters is that you prevent them from making contact with their armies.
We've got snipers shadowing the generals as we speak.
Marvelous. Then you are to transport back to your respective armies and report the deaths of the Reds and Blues. They will become the martyrs needed to push these people towards one final confrontation. Do I make myself clear?
Oh, wow.
Crystal.
So there.
Hello, everyone.
Oh,
Now that we
that's
have our own
so
YouTube.
Ugh. Felix, you little. As someone said that, I could see why that this is their. That Felix is their favorite, like, bad guy. Locust was bad, but Felix, just that twist of the knife. I mean, he was just ready to backstab him at any given moment, but he had to pick the right time, and he picked it. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. We're going to go ahead and do 2 today. Ketchup, no mustard. Nice.
Griff, we just want to look at it.
That's what the UNSC guy said about the Griff shot, and I never saw it again.
What?
Meta's weapon. Griff kept it as a trophy until the UNSC confiscated it.
Until then, I thought I was the only one man enough around here to cry, but
Well.
Griff proved me wrong. Ha! It had sentimental value.
Damn it, Griff! Hand over that laser this instant!
You can't tell me what to do. I outrank you. Again.
What the... Well, let's see you outrank the end of my shotgun!
Done. Fucking space laser, bitch. Yeah, this is taking forever. Hey, wait a minute. Woo! Oh, okay. All right, yeah, here you go.
Thanks. Ugh, why is this so greasy?
You think that's bad? Imagine how I feel right now. Being inside this body is like trying to breathe through a trash can. God damn it, I hate that.
Fascinating! An AI with the ability to jump from soldier to soldier? Tell me,
Nice.
does he travel via your neural implants, or is it something more subtle?
Implants. All freelancer personnel have them.
I thought only the Alpha could do that. Yeah, just another trick I picked up from one of my old memory buddies. God, it gives me a headache, though.
Come on, let's dismantle this thing and see what we can learn.
Hey, but...
When we're done, you can have it back in one piece.
Nice.
Probably.
Ooh, you mind if I tag along?
Yeah, advanced weaponry is my 5th favorite hobby. Right behind destroying my enemies, but just ahead of karaoke.
No,
Nice.
thanks. I think Epsilon and I have it handled. Why don't you catch up for a while? You've all been through a lot.
Yeah, I'd stick around for the reunion, but some of you guys still seem pretty pissed at me, so I'm just gonna wait for that to settle. So, how have you guys been? Shut up. Same old, huh? That's cool.
Well, I don't want to intrude on such a sweet moment of reconnection.
Fine with me.
I was being polite. I'm actually far more interested in important technology. Bye!
Nice.
Okay, bye. She seems nice, right?
I think she has a few screws loose.
Maybe.
Oh, I could always help her out with that. Bow chicka bow. Right? Oh, come on, dude. It's been ages.
I almost forgot. Where's Freckles? Oh, he probably has some screws loose also.
Aww.
Oh, you know what? I think I'm just gonna go take a peek at that laser thingy after all. I'm just dying to see it. It's just killing me not to, Nope. Got nothing.
Yeah.
Lisa.
Smooth.
Yeah, this is great. Church is back, you're back. It's like all of us made it back safe and sound in one piece. No problems.
Caboose.
Alive.
Caboose.
Aww. It's like telling them, like, your dog died.
I'm not really sure how to tell you this without both confusing you and breaking your disturbingly fragile heart.
I am an emotional time bomb.
Jesus Christ. Caboose, I'm afraid this is all that's left of Freckles. It's his brain, sort of.
Freckles? You're so tiny now!
Oh, what?
It's so good to see you again! Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy, Freckles?
So you're okay then?
Ah, watch this, it's great! Now he can fit in my pocket, and I don't have to worry about him trying to kill you anymore.
I guess that is sort of better.
Thanks for looking after Freckles, Wash. I know he can be a handful.
Literally, at this point.
Alright, let's go for a walk, Freckles, because Wash is acting weird and dramatic again. Good to have you back, Agent Washington.
Nice.
It's good to be back.
Back
Yeah.
off, lady, or I will put you in the ground.
And the moment's passed.
You were about to take it apart.
What did you think dismantle meant?
How did he manage to get the laser back?
He's deceptively heavy.
Wow.
Ya me gorda, así que eso he de clear algo.
Chris, for the last time, put the laser.
Okay. Look, that was an accident.
I'm going to break your fingers now.
Excuse me. Where did you find that rifle?
Hey, I picked it up after Carolina dropped it at the snow base. Are you even familiar with the International Dibs Protocol?
The pirates have been manufacturing these along with the armor enhancements. They've got facilities scattered around the planet.
So then you're sure it's man-made?
I'm positive. Why?
Well, for starters, it isn't using human technology. It just fired some kind of modified plasma energy. Very deadly. And pretty.
Plasma?
Alien energy source. I've seen it countless times in archaeological digs.
Wait, I thought you were a surgeon.
I have an IQ of 240. A prodigy can only cut people open so many times before she needs to find a hobby.
Nice.
Jesus. Couldn't try cross-stitching?
I sewed them back up. Thank you very much.
Hey, didn't Felix say that he was paid in alien tech? I believe he said he was paid in babies. The fuck? Don't ask.
He was definitely carrying around an old plasma rifle, but I thought he said it was broken.
It's likely it was. The Federal Army arranged a similar deal with Locus. They figured trading useless antiques for military assistance was a good deal.
So the mercs stock up on alien technology
Oh.
and hand it over to the pirates for reverse engineering.
Giving them a new kind of weapon. Half human, half alien.
And every single one of them pointed at us. Fantastic.
That's
Do you
nice.
have anything else like this?
What about the future cubes?
The what?
Future cubes! The cubes of the future! They
Nice.
look kind of like the laser gun, right?
That's your deductive reasoning. They're related because they're both orange and glowing.
So?
So, if I heated your armor to 1,000 degrees, would you think you're related too?
Fahrenheit or Celsius? Oh, come on. There's clearly a resemblance.
Oh, of course. Just like the uncanny resemblance between apples and fire trucks. Or Caboose in the Pacific Ocean. Or Lopez and the Dingleberry.
Okay, I get it.
Hey, Griff, let me ask you a question. You ever get your sister confused with mustard? You know, since they're both yellow and cheap? Yeah, nice try. Still a hologram, by the way.
Epsilon, he's right.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted in on the action.
Both types of equipment seem to utilize some form of alien engineering. But how did you know what the teleporters look like?
Because we had them in the canyon? Duh.
Wait, you did?
Yeah, they were awesome.
We found them while we were
Yeah.
sneaking aboard our ship one night in an attempt to destroy the Blues. I mean, the Blues robot. May he rest in peace.
Which reminds me, how did you guys teleport with those things? We can only figure out how to transport random junk.
E-Doc, usted teletransportado.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's right! We did use them to defeat 2.0.
Oh, por el amor de Dios. Okay, everybody, shut up! Listen, if the same people making weapons on Chorus had cargo on our ship, then we might be able to find out who they are.
How?
A manifest?
Yep.
That's right. A transport ship that size would need to
Yeah.
keep track of all its cargo.
So if we find the manifest, we find out who supplied the teleportation grenades.
So you think a bunch of evil bad guys working outside of the law are going to worry about paperwork?
What, you got any better ideas?
No.
Then we have our objective.
Yeah.
Half of us will travel back to the canyon and search Crash Site Bravo for the manifest,
Why split up?
because the rest of us will be searching the other half of the ship at Crash Site Alpha.
Okay.
Where am I?
So they're going to split up again, obviously. And so they're going to go to the crash ship that they were initially at, and then the other half that I think they said was lost during the crash. So there's two parts. So that makes it they're going to go. So that's interesting. So these weapons are alien tech plasma based. So that's why, you know, when they hit somebody, they disintegrated and literally evaporated them. that sounds painful. I've seen because of science on, you know, that kind of stuff on lasers and stuff like that. That, yeah, doesn't sound very good. So, folks, what another great 2 episodes. I'm glad to see the gang back together again. It kind of low keys it back down again, you know, from all the laughter that we had a couple days ago. So that's kind of cool that they're, you know, kind of winding it to a climax to where they're going to have to face off against Felix and Locust at some point. I wonder if it's going to be this season or is it going to be season 13. So we'll see if that's the case. So folks, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. And as always, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button down below. And I appreciate y'all. Just want to remind you, the thing is still on. 1,000 subscribers, there will be a giveaway. So let's work together. Let's get it. Let's rock it. Like I said, as much as you guys and gals can help me, I would surely, truly appreciate every step of the way that you guys and gals can do for me. It's absolutely amazing. So let's go ahead and end it for today, and I'll see you next time. Peace out. Bam. A special thank you to all my patrons. Thank you so much for your support.